So you've been in the Oman restaurant scene for close to a year. Your restaurant opened in late May with a soft opening. And now you'd like to introduce something new to the dining scene in Oman, which is molecular gastronomy. So for people that aren't familiar with what this is, can you tell us about it?
Actually, after spending nearly an year here after the opening, I've seen the market and realized that there is something missing in the market. And I want to fill that part in terms of, in my current menu, like what we have done is I have incorporated the Middle Eastern spices as well in the menu. So to going further, we are taking on a little of a molecular touches. Though it's too early for the Muscat market to see, I realize this part and I know that people will not appreciate much, but still I want to do it because I want to create or open their eyes towards the world, what is gastronomy, what is molecular is all about. And to going further, yes, we are starting with the sorbets and the few desserts as of now. And soon we are coming up with the 9-course molecular food with all sous vide meat and everything.
Now, what's the difference between molecular gastronomy and normal restaurant cuisine?
Okay, molecular gastronomy and in compared to the normal food what we eat day in day out is like either the food is fresh or frozen and we are preparing it a la minute or in advance in the restaurant scene. But when it comes to molecular, it's a hell lot of a job for the people those who are working behind the range, because there are certain particular chemicals what we incorporate, add on in the food and to give it a new shape. But yes, when it comes to on the table, it's totally different, it looks different, but when you eat it, it just bursts in your mouth and giving a different experience altogether. So that is what molecular all about.
So can you give us some examples of what a dish might include that's focused on molecular gastronomy?
As of now, what I am working on the sorbet part majorly, it's like a tongue cleanser, and also on the desserts. So for example, if you want to make a ravioli or a sphere of a strawberry, then you puree the product, the main product, you add some sugar to it, boil it for some time and then add the certain chemical. There are 12 chemicals in the molecular gastronomy. So you add one of that as per the proportion suggested by the great chefs like Ferran Adria, Linea Chef, Rene Renzepi. So all these guys, those President Blumenthal, they have come to a conclusion of adding certain degree of amount of the chemical to the food. So it actually changes the product into a very different shape. And the whole appeal, the whole look, it's just comes so beautiful on the plate. So yes, that's molecular which I'm working on right now. After Ramadan, we are launching the 9-course menu on the molecular.
And of course, you have been introducing a few dishes that for people to taste based on molecular gastronomy. So far, how have the customers and the diners been reacting?
As of now, we have done 3 events on the same, and I would say 100% a good vibe. Good vibe in terms of they want to try this kind of food. They are expecting and they are actually waiting in the market. And the people in Muscat actually, and in Oman, those who are well versed with the world and what's happening in and around, they are very much appreciating this cuisine per se. So hoping for the best and keeping my finger crossed that I get a good feedback on the same.
So what are some of the dishes that you hope to include on the menu?
One is the raviolis, the cold raviolis into the Italian section. One is the sorbets, the tongue cleanser. The third one is with the sous vide meat with some again molecular touches with some jellification, and the fourth one is in the dessert. So these are the main right now things where I am focusing on, and if everything goes well, yes, like I said, we will definitely introduce this in the market. And one thing which I am also working on is on the dim sum part, wherein molecular touches I want to put it into a dim sum. Whatever comes on the table, it has to be beautiful, it has to be like a picture perfect, and yes, once the person bite it, then just blown away. That's what my focus is.